Alrighty now, this is the last thing I have to do today, and that is prepare the sausage stuffing. I've got my Pepperidge Farm classic croutons. I've got all my chicken broth. Love the sausage, Jimmy Dean sausage, love ya. And of course, I've got to be cutting up some onions and celeries. There's butter, eggs, salt, pepper, and some poultry seasoning. It's not too complicated, but you know, I'll be sitting here. The worst part is cutting up the vegetables. And once I get them all cooked, I'll be putting them in my giant pot. What is the giant pot for? Well, I use this to mix it. This is my mixing pot. When I'm not using it to make a giant batch of sauce, I'm using it usually at Thanksgiving time, and that's where I put all the ingredients. It gives me a lot of room to make sure my stuffing is mixed properly. Here on the stove, I have one frying pan where I'm going to saute and cook my diced onions and carrots. And then the other one I have to cook the Jimmy Dean sausage. And then we mix it all up. I'll be putting it in a buttered casserole dish. I'm probably going to have a lot of extra, so I'm going to put that in a pan, cover it, and probably freeze it downstairs where I will have turkey sausage stuffing probably maybe in a couple of months when I'm jonesing for some. So, let's get going. I got a lot of slicing and dicing to do. Alrighty, well, as you can see, I've got the onions and the celery all chopped up. And here's the pan with a stick of butter. And we're going to get them all in there. Ooh, lots. Lots. Okay. Yeah, we're going to put some salt and pepper. We're going to saute those up just a bit. And then we're going to turn our attention and we're going to cook up the Jimmy Dean sausage. Okay. And their celery and onions are starting to cook up nicely. And I've already got the 2 1-pound rolls of Jimmy Dean sausage already in the other frying pan. Sprinkled a little poultry seasoning on top as it cooks. And as it's cooking down, I'll probably scoop up some onions and sausage and move it into the this pan with the sausage, so the sausage can cook and get all the additional flavors of the onion and celery. All right, so I'm going to keep stirring and cooking. And when it's done, we're going to get ready to kind of mix it all up. Get it in the casserole. Yummy! Alrighty, we are back. I've got the onions and celery all kind of cooked down. The Jimmy Dean sausage is all cooked down. And I already have 2 of the 4 bags of stuffing already in my giant pot. So, I'm using 4 bags of stuffing. 2 are already in there. And so, I'm kind of going to do half and half. And I'm going to get, ooh, don't they look nice? Sauteed down, a little golden. And I'm going to get all the onions and the celery in there. And don't worry about the extra butter. It's only going to add to the flavor. Yummy! So, I get to drop that in the sink, and I'm going to just kind of mix it in. Ooh, you can hear how crunchy it is. So, you know what that means? It's time to add my chicken broth. Now, I have 6 cans of reduced sodium chicken broth. Got to get that reduced sodium. We don't need a lot of salt, and I got to watch Kevin's high blood pressure. So 6 cans. Each can is equivalent to 2 cups. So I have 12 cups of chicken broth. And based on my experience, it's pretty much what I need. So I'm going to start pouring it in, since I already have half my stuffing in there. Let's start with at least half of the chicken broth. So we'll get 3 cans in there. And we'll get that all moistened up. And all right, let's see how that is. Takes a while for it to absorb. Yeah, that's good. I may have to add more chicken broth. It's okay, I have it. I want it nice and moist. Nobody wants dry stuffing where when you're eating it, you're gagging and choking. But next, let's get our pan of cooked Jimmy Dean sausage. I did put in a couple of spoonfuls of the onion and celery so that it cooks with the sausage. And again, you'll notice, don't worry about the extra, well, I hate to say the word grease, but you know, sausage, when you cook it, that's what you get. It adds to the flavor, so do not drain it. You're going to need all that liquid flavor into the actual stuffing. So get it all in there. Ooh, yeah. Oh, the whole kitchen smells of delicious stuffing. Smell that sausage. Ugh. And the poultry seasoning. And now we're going to give it a nice little mix. Oh, that's good. And I think we're ready to slowly add in the remaining stuffing mix. But before I do that, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more poultry seasoning, since I have kind of half a batch of stuffing in here. I don't like to add too much. You don't want your poultry seasoning to be too much and overpowering. And then you're going to go, yeah, this is just too much. I've already added it to the Jimmy Dean sausage when I was cooking it. So you got to get the right balance. Okay, let's get another bag. Okay, that's good. Let's give it a mix. Maybe add, oh, I got 3 cans left, so let's add another can. Get that all nice and moistened up. Ooh, yeah. Good. Let's give it a stir. Year after year when I do this, you know, you almost don't have to have a recipe in front of you. You just kind of know what it should look like, what it should smell like. And when I get to the end, there's only so much mixing I'm going to have to do with this, my little wooden paddle here. I'm going to actually have to get in with my hands and really, really work it in. Because because I want to make sure that all the stuffing is moistened and all the sausage is mixed in. Kevin bought me 3 bags of what they call the classic stuffing, which is kind of like shredded. And I said, you know what, I think I need that 4th bag. I usually use 4, but I had to only get 3. But he came home, and the 4th bag ended up being cubes, stuffing cubes, which actually is what I normally use. I normally use 4 bags of cubed stuffing. But, you know, bread is bread, so okay, we're going to add the cubes in and give it a little bit more body. There you go. Got 4 bags already in. Oh, boy. Listen to those little... Oh, I dropped a cube on the floor. Come on, little Cece, Delilah. Cece and Delilah, they're my cleanup crew. Whatever I drop on the floor, they come after it. All right, so now that I've got all my stuffing in... No, come on, you be good girls. It's only a stuffing cube. Don't fight over it. I'm going to add the remaining 2 cans of chicken broth. And the last one. And then I'm going to mix it as best I can. And then get in there with my hands. Oh, I got lots of trash to clean up. Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah. Yep, I think that recipe is still correct. 6 cans of chicken broth, 4 bags of stuffing, 2 pounds of sausage, and a little bit more, finally, of poultry seasoning. Because it is a big batch. So I'm going to get in there. That's good. Wow. Again, I can always tell if I need more poultry seasoning by the smell. And the volume of stuffing I've got. I think that'll do it. Yeah, I don't think I want any more. I don't know, maybe a little. What the hell? Just a little more for comfort. Okay, done with that. Now, I almost forgot to add in my eggs. Again, I have 4 eggs that I'm whisking up. I usually add a little bit of chicken broth to my eggs to make it a little bit more liquidy and kind of mix in a little better into the stuffing mix. But I almost forgot. So I'm just going to pour this over. And again, it binds it. These eggs are going to bind this. So we're just going to give it a mix. Oh, yeah. I might not have to get in there with my hands. Oh, this is good. Ooh, Lord. Hope I don't break my paddle. Now, you all know I don't stuff my turkey. I used to stuff the turkey years and years ago, but I don't do that anymore. This stuffing is going to go into, let me bring it over here. It's going to go into a greased, buttered casserole dish. And I'm going to get as much as I can in here, and then I'm just going to foil it on top and put it in the refrigerator. And then we're going to bake it tomorrow, along with the sweet potato casserole and the turkey, and, you know, make sure it's fresh. The rest of this that I can't fit in here, I'm going to put in loaf pans. And again, I will cover it with foil, and I'll put it down in my stand-up freezer in the laundry room. And so, you know, next year, January, February, whatever, if I want to have stuffing, I'm going to pull it out, thaw it, pop it in the oven to bake it, and then we're going to have Thanksgiving sausage stuffing sometime, I don't know, March, April, who knows. Whenever Kevin wants it, that's when we're going to have it. I think this is well mixed. I'm kind of happy. All right, that's good. Okay, let me wipe my hands. Now I'm ready to spoon stuffing into this buttered casserole dish. Oh, it's a biggie. Look at that. I'm so happy. I love sausage stuffing. I'm sorry for all you other people that like oyster stuffing or chestnuts in your stuffing. I don't like it. I like sausage. Just call me a kind of meat and potato guy. Though I really don't eat a lot of red meat. I like chicken and turkey. All right, let's hold that off for a bit. And let's see. This is plenty. Plenty for tomorrow. Okay, for Thanksgiving Day. The rest of it, yeah, I got quite a bit. Yeah, I'm going to probably get 2 small loaves I'm going to be able to freeze. So this is very good. I'm excited. Okay, awesome. Okay, excellent. Alrighty, so there you go. There is my sausage stuffing for tomorrow's Thanksgiving turkey dinner. Alrighty, I think I'm set for today. It is almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I got everything accomplished that I wanted to get accomplished. I've got the sausage stuffing for tomorrow, the sweet potato casserole all set up and ready. I made pumpkin pie, apple pie, and I have so much extra. I was able to get 8 little loaves of my sausage stuffing, 8 individual little loaves that I'm going to wrap up in foil, put down in my freezer. And then, of course, don't forget, I've got Kevin's personal little 7-inch pumpkin pie just for him. And that's also going to go in the freezer. It was a very successful day here in my kitchen getting ready for tomorrow's Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, I'm so excited. So, that was it for today. I'm going to cruise on for the rest of the day and take it easy because I'm going to have to get up bright and early tomorrow to get that turkey prepped and ready and in the oven. I think that the moms are probably going to be here around noon, 1 o'clock, and we're probably going to eat about 1:32. So I've got a lot to do tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow morning when I pull that fat little 20-pound turkey out of the refrigerator and start beating it up and getting it ready to put it in my brand new roasting pan and in the oven. So I'll see you tomorrow.